Where the hell is Ice Spice Booty?
Y'all, there is a shocking truth I've uncovered about Ice Spice's devastating battle with OIC. The situation is way more serious than anyone imagined, and it's absolutely crushing what's left of her already crumbling rap career. Let's be real. Her reputation was already hanging by a thread after that explosive drama with her former bestie, Baby Storm, who spilled all the tea about Ice talking behind Nicki's back. But honey, things have taken such a dark turn since she allegedly got caught up with OIC and started melting away right before our eyes. Let's keep it 100. Everyone knows her curves were her golden ticket to fame, and social media was absolutely merciless in reminding her of that harsh truth when she started losing her signature figure. But darlings, we need to take it back to the beginning, because this downward spiral has been brewing since day one. Cast your minds back to 2023, that magical moment when Ice Spice burst onto the scene with Munch. That track spread like wildfire, and before we could even catch our breath, she was sitting pretty with millions of followers. But the real gag? She landed not one, but two collaborations with the queen herself, Nicki Minaj. And let me tell you, both those tracks were absolute moments. The industry was literally falling at her feet. Can you believe Nicki actually crowned her the rap princess? But wait, it gets even more fabulous. Next thing we know, she's rubbing shoulders with Taylor Swift, performing alongside her and strutting her stuff at the Met Gala, all within just 1 year of her breakthrough. Talk about a meteoric rise. But here's the tea that everyone's been whispering about. People weren't necessarily living for her music, they were obsessed with that body. Poor Ice clearly didn't get the memo because she allegedly turned to OIC, and honey, everything started unraveling faster than last season's fashion. Just a few months into her reported OIC situation, her career was already circling the drain. The drama reached fever pitch when Baby Storm dropped those explosive text messages showing Ice throwing shade at Nicki Minaj. The barbs were absolutely livid, and her streaming numbers, chilly, they fell faster than a souffle in an earthquake. And don't even get me started on her Y2K album. The internet dragged her for filth because neither the cover art nor the music gave what it was supposed to give. Some shady fans even had the nerve to say her EP was better than her debut album. When that album debuted at number 18 with only 28,000 sales in its first week, the industry was shook. Now, for your average artist, those numbers might not seem tragic, but darling, this is Ice Spice we're talking about, a girl with Nicki and Taylor collabs, multiple Grammy nods, and million-dollar brand deals. With all that industry backing, 28K is giving flop. Initially, everyone was in denial about how much her body contributed to her success. But when her figure changed and those numbers dropped right along with it, baby, the truth became impossible to ignore. Her body was the secret sauce to her success, period. Her fan base was basically split between young girls dreaming of curves like hers and young men who were, well, let's just say they were very appreciative of her aesthetic appeal. But once those curves disappeared, so did that magnetic appeal, and suddenly people were forced to focus on her talent and realized there might not be much there to begin with. Now, for those of you who haven't been keeping up with the OIC drama, let me spill this medical tea. It's actually a medication designed for people with type 2 diabetes to help manage their weight and live healthier. But in the past year, it exploded on TikTok when people noticed celebrities were suddenly dropping weight like it was hot. At first, everyone thought there was some miracle-working plastic surgeon in town, but the truth came out. They were all allegedly jumping on the OIC train. But unlike other celebrities who got praise for their weight loss journey, Ice Spice's transformation had people pressed. I mean, her whole brand was built on being thick. She literally called herself thick as a bowl of oats. So when she started slimming down, her fans showed their disapproval by straight-up ghosting her music. When Ice realized her support was evaporating faster than a summer romance, she tried desperately to patch things up with Nicki, and even attempted to create buzz with a fake PR relationship with Central Cee. But honey, both those plans backfired spectacularly. When asked about those leaked texts dissing Nicki, she tried to smooth things over, saying, "We don't have the closest relationship you know, but we're definitely good. We're mutuals. We had smash records together. I love us together. I think the world does too." But what I said in those texts was just in a moment of frustration around contract negotiations. She even tried to save face by adding, "I could have chose better words, but at the end of the day, regardless of how I feel in that moment, Nicki is still somebody I respect as an artist, and I'm always going to admire everything she's done for me and the culture." But Chile, that damage control flopped harder than a bad hair extension. Then came the messy PR relationship with Central Cee, which only threw more gasoline on the dumpster fire. People came for her neck because Central was already linked to popular TikTok star Maddie, who served pure drama with an emotional breakdown story time about Ice stealing her man.
break up with your boyfriend one night and the next day he is posted up with Ice Spice and Chrome Heart. I didn't even actually get to break up with him and he's already with the next girl. He gave me not even like 12 hours notice before he was being filmed in Chrome Hearts with her. The flight from America is 12 hours. She was already on the fucking plane. This is 4 days until my birthday. When I saw him in her comment section like that, I tweaked so fucking bad I was gonna put this screenshot. I thought rapper boyfriend was at least considerate enough to let me have my birthday week, and then I see them at the club on the 6th of July. My birthday's on the 7th. This man has since emailed me, called me, called my mum, tried to follow my friends on Instagram. You get the gist. So it wasn't that much of a surprise when I get a call from his team and it's a girl on the end of the phone saying, first and foremost, I'm a girl's girl. So his team is calling me, trying to convince me to have a conversation with him. And they're trying to tell me like he had no control over this. And I'm trying to get the point across. It doesn't matter if he had control or not. Why the was I told 12 hours before it happened? I'm going insane because all I'm seeing is comments being like, how could she condone this? This is so embarrassing for her. Like, why would she let her man act like this? Guys, I never agreed to this. No one told me. Okay, now that we got the logistics out the way, I have to laugh. When I got sent this story 5,000 times, me and my friends were dying. We thought Ice Spice must have found out that he played me and beat fucking ass. That's the only reason he would have one shoe on. And then he escaped, and that's why he said you only live twice. Then this guy put on his broadcast channel, no Madeline slander shall be tolerated. Who is he talking to? Who is he talking to?
The drama reached new heights when Ice and Central tried to milk the situation to promote their track, Did It First. The audacity of this girl. She even had the nerve to post a TikTok of herself doing push-ups with the shady caption, mood after taking her mans. Maddie caught that shade and responded with a simple but devastating why in the comments. Looking at the bigger picture, darlings, Ice's alleged OIC situation is just one piece of this messy puzzle that's led to her downfall. Unless she pulls a hit out of her designer bag soon, her career might disappear faster than a sample sale at Fashion Week. As one savage commentator put it, she's a prime example of when popularity and virality are the totality of your image in music. The real takeaway is how far connections and industry support can take you when you have no real talent until they're done with you. Another observer spilled some scalding tea saying, not going to lie, I think her body change is what did it. It's not bad for her to want to lose weight, God bless her for that, but a lot of the fans came for her pitch-perfect body. But here's where I need your thoughts, loves. What's your take on Ice Spice's career taking this dramatic nosedive? Do you think her transformation really played a part in her downfall? You know what to do. Drop those piping hot opinions in the comments below. And don't forget to click right here for another serving of pure celebrity drama. Now that's what I call some properly served tea. And remember, in this industry, sometimes the rise to fame is just the first act of an even more dramatic fall from grace. Dramatic.